Hey, what's up? Episode 165.
165.
I think that Caesar
How many more do on CBS? Come on now.
I really think Caesar messed that up. I'm not gonna lie, but man, 165. Man, are we? Caesar, I'm not doing the 200th episode. I'm not doing that. Caesar with the black cherry almond truly. What does that say? Black cherry and something.
Lemonade hard seltzer.
Okay, black cherry lemonade. They got them damn ghetto baby flavors over there. Okay, truly got them hood baby flavors.
I was like, this is really good.
Yeah, exactly. Episode 165. We made a podcast. I would tell you to go check out the political report episode we did on Audio Face, but the last two got deleted. Just know that we did two weekends, two political report episodes, and they have been deleted by the host.
I'm out of my day, running around, getting arguments, trying to make this time. Gone.
But make sure you check out Audio Face Podcast regardless. We're going to get into a lot today. I mean, not a whole lot, actually, but going to definitely recap PSG versus Atalanta. It's a lot of fun match there. Preview Barca versus Bayern, City versus Lyon. I guess we should also preview. Oh no, wait, we actually already previewed Atleti versus RB Leipzig, because that quarterfinal was already set for a while. We'll also preview the Europa League semifinals. Try to talk a little bit about Portland Timbers winning MLS's back cup.
Watch 3 minutes of it.
Damn, that's more than me. And some transfers that happened and some rumors. I actually put that in the show notes, and I know Caesar didn't look at them. I know you didn't look at the show notes, actually. I know for a fact you didn't because I put something funny in there and you would have mentioned it.
I was busy.
That's okay. I'm not criticizing you. I'm not criticizing you. I just know you didn't.
I mean, I did, though.
This is okay. Anyway, Caesar, you ready?
I'm always ready. Let's go.
Man, so we got the first quarterfinal of this Champions League being played in Lisbon in the Benfica Stadium. Definitely when I was in Lisbon, one of the first funny things I saw was a graffiti on a random wall that said Benfica crackheads. And I took a picture of that and sent it to Caesar. I don't know if he remembers.
I kind of forgot, but yeah, that's funny.
I should use that as the
I'll make that my Twitter header.
It definitely said Benfica crackheads. But yeah, being played in Lisbon, the Benfica Stadium. So let's just start off. Like I'll start with like what I said before the match. Atalanta's got Zapata and Papu Gomez starting. PSG starting Sarabia up top with Icardi and Neymar. Midfield I put was a bit defensive with Ander Herrera, Idrissa Gueye, and Marquinhos. Mm-hmm. And Mbappe was on the bench. I put why, and he answered that question. I mean, actually, let's start off with saying how ridiculous we sounded last time talking about Mbappe's definitely not going to be playing for like 3 months. I think you said 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not our fault. We thought it was a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, apparently it wasn't.
Yeah, but apparently
come back. Was it even a sprain? I mean, he just came right back.
I mean, can I keep it all the way going?
He might have got cap injured like Marcel did in that one match when he got hit in the arm. He was like, he was like, like it was a demon got unlocked in his arm.
Can I keep it all the way gully though? Like all the way?
I don't know if you can, but go ahead.
The reason why I thought it was a lot more serious is because he was crying, dude.
Yeah, it looked like the end of the world.
I'm like, dude, like usually when somebody's crying from an injury, it means they're gonna be gone more than 1 week.
Like they know this is bad.
Yeah. Like I know that, you don't want to miss that match you're playing in, but like, I mean, I know it hurts, but like he walked off on his own. Like he walked off, but he was crying. So I'm like, well, damn, dude, like, maybe he don't want to be getting carried off or whatever, but like it's also a bad injury because he's actually crying.
Yeah.
So Mbappe, hopefully he don't cry in his next injury because damn dog.
He's not allowed to walk off. He's not allowed to look tough anymore either. If you walk off like that and you only out for 3 weeks, you're a chump. You gotta be tough. If you're tough, then like you cry because it's a 6-month injury. But like you come right back to Champions League. Come on now.
Like dog, remember when
I told him don't start me? They're gonna think like I'm not hurt at all.
Really, what I thought was Tuchel was like saying. What I thought was Tuchel was saying like, oh, he might be on the bench. He's going to be on the bench just so like Atalanta has to like prepare for him potentially. But I thought that he was injured.
I guess he is on the bench. And he
either way. Anyway, so 3rd minute, Atalanta got his first real chance. And then right after that, Neymar with that crazy miss, dude. Like, I was kind of shocked. I was like, whoa. I thought the dude saved it.
I was like, damn, this can be a nice goal. I was already ready for it. And I was like, oh, I guess not, man.
Wide open, got the ball just running down and put it wide. I did put that was a shout out to Cavani because Cavani always got to have at least one bad miss.
One wild miss. And you did put a shout out to Cavani. And also, like, when he did that, I was like, damn, you couldn't at least let the goalie save it? Jesus, like, get the airball the joint? You couldn't just rock at the goalie and it saves it? Like, at least we'd be like, damn, nice save.
That was definitely some rust there because I really thought the dude saved it. It went so wide.
That was definitely rust. It was too early in the game for that joint.
I was like, whoa, that's wide, actually.
That's Ronaldo wide.
No, nobody ever did that. Ronaldo shot the ball and that shit went for a throw-in.
It did. Damn near. Watch it. It was still a corner, bro.
No, it was a throw-in. It was a throw-in. It wasn't a goal kick. It wasn't a goal kick. It was a throw-in.
It was a corner.
It was definitely not. Okay. What do I have here? Oh, in the 6th minute, I put that Kimpembe had been playing well. I still hate how left-footed he is.
It's hardcore lefty. 12th, like if it's going right, he looks all weird.
Yeah, 12th minute, I put the Atalanta's on PSG ass a little bit. 24th minute, I put that Neymar has been really turned up. I can see him. I put that Neymar has been really turned up, but he's like alone. Like he's like doing it a lot by himself. But I put that I could see him winning a penalty though. Because
is this before or after that Icardi missed pass shot thing?
24th minute, I think the
one where the left-footed one.
The when he tried to cross it to Icardi and it went out. This was before that.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, because that was actually after the goal. So 27th minute, Atalanta scores. The ball ended up falling to Pulisic, who put in a really nice left-footed shot. Like the ball, like somebody got it to Zapata, who couldn't really control it, and it just kind of ended up somewhat falling, somewhat past to Pulisic, who just like one-touch shot, nice left-footed curler there.
It was clean.
Yeah. I mean, I put after that, I was like, okay, PSG can't panic, and you got to play through Neymar. And then I was like, also, even though it's like the 20-something minute, I was like, Mbappe about to start warming up.
I was like, okay, take Icardi out now. We're done.
Yeah, he didn't start warming up until the second half, but so the 34th minute, 28th minute, Neymar had a dope solo run, but he missed the shot wide. That was when he like went on his right foot and he shot it wide left.
That one too. I was like, oh.
Yeah, like that one, like I wasn't necessarily expecting him to score it.
But it was nice of him. It was nasty.
Yeah.
That was the one I was off the nutmeg off Paso.
Yes. Yeah.
That one was ridiculous. I was like, dog, if you make this, Jesus Christ.
If he
went to like 4 people.
If he would have made that shot, he would have screamed so much. He would have his voice would have been gone.
No, he would have been tired. He would have exhausted himself from yelling. And he would have cried like in the Costa Rica group stage match. He would have been crying because he beat Costa Rica 1-0.
Two right here.
Scream crying about it. Neymar.
But he missed the shot wide. In the 34th minute, I think that was that one to Icardi. Icardi, like he just it wasn't even that he was slow. I think he just didn't really know. Oh, no, yeah, for sure he's a thumbs down. But I just feel
Get
like
him out of here, dude. Get him out. Get him out the game, dog. I was so done with him. I hate him. Like that game, I hate Icardi so much. I couldn't. I was like sitting there. I was getting furious. I don't even give a damn if PSG advance or not. I hate him. And I think what I hate the most about Icardi is that he has like a reputation. Like that's what the most infuriating thing about him, because he's just literally a bag of trash with tattoos running around. That's what he is. He's a bag of trash. I would have rather had Paredes playing center forward right there. He probably would have balled out like Foden did for Man City or Ether Real Madrid. Like just this man, like the Neymar one to me, like it was cute that they were like kind of getting on Neymar. But I was like, in the commentary, they were kind of like a little bit getting on Neymar. They were like, oh, well, they were like, oh man, because the first the guy's like, oh, terrible miss by Neymar. I was like, that wasn't a shot. That was a cross to Icardi.
You're telling me that guy called that a shot?
He called it a shot in the beginning. Yeah, and on the play, Icardi like gave up. Like he was going, then he saw Neymar and he just stopped. I'm gonna keep it real. Like if you can't, first of all, so like the 27th minute, you're not tired, homie. Second of all, like you don't do anything else in a game but like put tap-ins in. Get your ass on. I would have, if I was me, I would have literally ran up and been in the goalie's face, like just been right there. The goalie got to run through me to get this deflection.
Well, what Icardi was doing was trying to like stop to get like Neymar to pass it the back one, but you can see that he's not able to do that. You can tell
so deep. That's a ridiculous angle.
You can tell the defender on Neymar is in the way for that.
Yeah, you gotta just. If I was Icardi, you gotta front the front post. Just get like you don't have to get there, but just get the angle towards that. That's where your angle should be going.
Exactly, because he actually did that later on in the match. So it was like, dog, just at least take your defender to the first post. Then Neymar can cut back potentially. But yeah, that one was bad.
He doesn't deserve to be on PSG. He's wasting everybody's goddamn time. That guy's just wasting everybody's time out there. It's so annoying to me. Like I'm watching, I really enjoy the center forward. I love strikers. And when I watch him play, it makes me upset. I'm like, you're wasting everybody's time because people think you're good and shit. It's the worst thing. Like you're a healthy Bale. It's the worst shit ever right now. So just get out. It's really annoying. I couldn't stand it. I was like, this is the one match where you're like, imagine if Cavani would have been going so hard out there with Neymar up there. He would have been going hard too. Because one thing I've always said is like, oh, what Neymar is gonna be like? What Neymar are we gonna get during his quarterfinal? He always gets hurt. He always has goofy. Even though he missed those shots, it's what I said in the past. That's not the problem for me. He did everything he could to make it happen. How can I ever be upset at somebody that they didn't make their shots? He did everything he could up by himself up there. Sarabia, for some goddamn reason, was on the right by himself, then left. I'm saying like he did everything he could. So I'm not mad at him in the beginning for taking those shots and missing. I'm not mad at him at all.
Okay, I didn't want you to start talking.
Relax. All right, thank you. Thank you.
I can relax. I can appreciate how passionate you are about hating Icardi. I've been watching this dude, and it would annoy me so much. That last PSG Talk article I read, they're talking about Icardi is more dynamic. I'm like, there's nothing dynamic about
never been a dynamic thing in his body. He doesn't have a dynamic bone.
There's nothing dynamic about his play at all.
No, absolutely not. And it's funny because with him, it's like they're talking about like he's the commentators like, oh, well, he's not. It's really a shame because he's just not really involved. There's not much involvement going through the game. What through? What do we go through Icardi for? What through? There's no through with him. He doesn't create for himself. He never had one shot, one dangerous attempt. He's nothing. He's just jogging around a bag of bones with skin on it, jogging around with tats. He's doing nothing probably but just being in them parties Mounier was talking about. He's probably just turning up in those parties. All he's doing.
Caesar,
I hate him.
Caesar, like,
it really made me upset. That really angered me because I could tell PSG wanted to win. I could tell Neymar really wanted. It made me upset. Neymar was going that hard, and this fool was jogging around like it was Saturday morning at soccer with us. Like, what are you doing,
Caesar? The reason why it's funny for me is that I've literally seen him do that so many times, but usually he ends up scoring a goal or two. Just
Yes, somehow it
yeah,
just
like
happens.
usually a ball just falls to him and he scores, and then it's like, oh, like he had such a great game. It's like, dude, the dude never touches the ball. He never gets involved in the play. And I'm going to double down on what I said. The reason I think that he was the preferred center forward is because you got two stars, Neymar and Mbappe. And if you have Cavani there, Cavani has so much seniority and so much fanfare that it puts pressure on him to take penalties, take free kicks or whatever, like, and to just score goals. Icardi does not want to take a penalty, don't want to take a free kick,
He's a
and
floater, a genuine, bona fide floating loser groupie. He's a groupie floater.
also doesn't even want the ball.
Doesn't.
So
That's what more to me, more than the fanfare superstardom thing. The hell you talking about? To me, it's like Mbappe and Neymar out there. They really require the ball a lot, and with Cavani, he requires the ball too because he makes things happen. He's a scorer. But Icardi, he doesn't require none. He requires a rebound. That's what he requires. So he can just float around and do poach, 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 and maybe one day it'll fall for him. It's like that one year where Dzeko had 37 goals, and next year had like 4. He's just out there just chilling. But Dzeko can do more to him. That's the thing. Now he was still poaching too.
yeah, but Dzeko actually requires the ball because Dzeko
Yeah, he requires the
actually
ball too. Icardi didn't require jack nothing. He just rolls around out there.
literally he's just completely satisfied just being around, and it's so frustrating because if he was actually dynamic, he could make so much happen. But like, yeah, with Inter Milan, like dog, like let's not forget, Inter sucked.
Yeah.
Inter sucked every year he played for
He's
them.
balling on a garbage team.
Inter's whack.
They were
So
really
like,
bad.
there's
Especially
no
they were terrible.
yeah. Inter Milan did not have no players on their team.
Look at how much different they are now with Lukaku. Like it's a totally different team.
Inter Milan did not have no players on their team that like need the ball at their feet. That's like gonna be running at defenders. There was no player like that.
No.
Somebody's gonna score the goals. It's gonna be Icardi.
Oh.
And honestly, just starting and playing the matches, yeah, dude, you're gonna get some goals. Like I'm not that impressed by that. I need to watch you play. Icardi, I'm glad you're saying it this time because I've been saying it for so much. I'm glad you got to like really, really see it.
I saw when it mattered. Like, oh yeah, like I'm not, yeah, like this one mattered. I'm like, that sucks because like Mbappe's out. So it's like, I was like, well, at least up there up top, I was like, damn, like I started like, honestly, everybody was like piling on Neymar. Well, so I could actually tell I was checking online, like actual players were like giving Neymar love, which is kind of cool. They're like, they were saying shit like, oh, he's literally the greatest player in the world. Like just watching the way he played. And even when I was watching him, I'm like, this is like what we're talking about when we talk about him being potentially number one. No one else really does this in the world right now. Nobody other than Mbappe dude right there. But Neymar was doing it at a different level. Like it's crazy to watch him still do it after all these years. And I was like, well, I felt bad because I'm like, damn, he's just really grinding this out right now. I'm like, how long can he keep this up? Like, Jesus Christ, please bring Mbappe in the game. Like, he needs some help, Lord. Go ahead.
Okay, so that wasn't the 34th minute, the one that we just both went off on.
Yeah, I had to do it.
No, I appreciate it. It was the 42nd minute. Neymar had another kind of wild shot that was off target, but it was after a defensive steal, so that was nice. Anyway, going to halftime, 1-0 Atalanta. I put that
the wild shot when FAB like went on the ground. I was like, oh, that one hurt the soul. I know that one hurt him.
I just put that like at the halftime. I put that PSG like just got to put more like they just got to put the chances on target basically. And I was like putting like maybe a Draxler. And okay, so the second half started. Dog, I am here to admit that I was wrong about Duvan Zapata. Oh God, he was really bad, dude. Like, dog, I didn't realize he was that slow. I'm basing Duvan Zapata off of. I remember there was like it was probably a while ago now because it was when he was on Udinese. I just remember one play where he like thugged out Bonucci or somebody like that, playing against Juventus. He had like an amazing game, and I just remember that match. He was like so dynamic. dog, in this game, I was like, yo, dude, like, you are really slow and whack right now, dog. I mean, I hate to do it to him like that, and I feel like you don't like what I'm saying, but it's true.
I mean, I didn't see him as being whack. I thought one thing I was actually impressed with by him. I didn't really know his hold up game was so good like that. I was actually really impressed with some of his hold up plays. Like at least when the ball was going up top, I thought he was doing a pretty good job of keeping possession and retention. That was actually pretty impressive to me, especially on some like 2-on-1s. I was like, that's pretty good. He did look tired. I don't really know what was going on. He looked like he was running like crazy. I'm like, damn, you look beat down. Like it looks hard. Every time you look at him, he's like breathing. I'm like, damn, dog, what you had chicken last night? What's good? You had some what was you eating? Pizzas? Damn.
Well, he also, yeah, his hold up play better be good. He's like 250 something pounds, dog.
Why you do? Why you love this, man? You be ready to attack a black kid from South America. You ready to turn over? Huh? You ready to go at him? You don't say nothing about Papo Gomez doing nothing, right? But you want to come at Duvon real quick. It's all good, Duvon. You know what? Duvon would have been dope out there for PSG. He would have done more than Icardi did. I think Duvon was out there working. He was breaking a sweat. Icardi's jersey was still nice and flowing and chilling.
No, Icardi doesn't do anything. Icardi, like, Zapata's definitely better than
Zapata
Icardi.
was trying to work at least. He was at least trying to work.
Duvon Zapata, like, at least would, like, get the ball and, like, turn around, like, face the goal, like, pass the ball around. Literally, dog, like, Icardi, like, I mean, I'm going to keep it so real. I think in every single match, I would imagine he touches the ball the least on PSG. Like, and by far.
I have a question. Who think he had more touches? Who do you think he had more touches? Keylor Navas?
Oh,
Icardi?
Easily. Like, not even a question. Like,
In the entire year, too.
the goalie's gonna get touches, pass backs and stuff like that. But like Icardi, like and to be fair, like the center forward is probably the player that's gonna touch the ball the least, actually.
Well, unless the offense is supposed to be predicated through him.
Yeah, unless it's like Benzema, depending on
false nine or Benzema.
Yeah, but no, Icardi just is like this is like what you were seeing when you're going off on. Like I've seen it so many times where it's just like now I'm just like so used to that's how he is. And then there's people that don't, who are just like fans and like hype beasts or just like don't understand the sport that would really try to compare him to Cavani. But two things, let's not forget that second leg BVB match, they started Cavani after he hadn't even really been playing that much. And I wish I could go back and remember who it was in the Liga on podcast, who they were quoting, who was like saying like, if somebody thinks that Icardi's better than Cavani, like you're just like trash, like you don't know anything. Like just like how, I mean, even the League on podcast dudes would talk about Icardi and be like, yeah, he's scoring goals, and they just like laugh about it, like because he just never touches the ball. Like they would just like clown him.
I remember he had a little streak. He scored like 5 or something like that, right?
No, he was scoring a hell of goals for a little bit, but then like when that streak was over,
it was dead.
Unless he scores a goal, it's really a liability.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a player out there that doesn't contribute anything unless like they happen to score a goal.
Yeah.
Like literally you might as well be a center back.
Kind of built like one.
Right. But anyway, so in a little bit before the 40th minute, like right after halftime, Mbappe started warming up. There was a bunch of yellow cards. I was like, somebody got to get a red card. There was so many yellow cards.
It was like 4.
Like insane amount of yellow cards this match. Papu Gomez went out in the 59th minute. I didn't even attempt to say like who Atalanta was bringing in. But in the 60th minute, Mbappe came on for Sarabia. Sarabia also didn't really do much. So Mbappe came on the 60th minute. In the 65th minute, I put he's already turned. Keylor Navas was like Keylor Navas went down in the 70th minute. It was kind of funny. Like Keylor Navas was like down holding his hamstring, and then they were like preparing Sergio Rico to come on.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then like, and so like he's like they're standing there, and Keylor Navas was like no, and like okay, like
Costa Ricans.
Because like Draxler and Paredes came on for Idrissa Gueye and Ander Herrera, which was like okay, like now I was like okay, like you got Mbappe, you got Draxler, you got Paredes, like now you actually have some like a bit of offensive firepower. Where with Idrissa Gueye, Ander Herrera, Marquinhos, like you have zero. But yeah, then like in the 72nd minute,
Yeah, I would say this. Tuchel did some really good subs. I thought the subs were really good. I thought that bringing on Draxler was good. I thought Paredes was necessary.
I mean, I put at halftime that maybe they should bring in Draxler, like, because I mean, I've always kind of felt like, I mean, I love Draxler as a player. I think he's really good. I always felt like maybe he doesn't really play well with Neymar because of just like the styles. But you okay?
Yeah. It's different. I have a dog here. It's kind of weird now.
Oh yeah, you got the ugly dog there. I forgot.
Yeah.
So so yeah, now you got some more offensive firepower. Mbappe's first shot, 74th minute, was saved. It was a good shot. I put that PSG would score before the 80th minute. I was wrong. 79th minute, Sergio Rico came on for Keylor Navas, and Choupo-Moting came on for Icardi. So, okay, whatever. Let's just get to the goals. 90th minute, Marquinhos score. I had text you like right before, like in the 80-something minute, I text you. I was like, this better not go to extra time. Like
It's really because you said that, and I was like, oh, it's probably a goal. Let me just wait for this goal to show up. And there was like a couple almost. I was like, okay, maybe there wasn't a goal. I was like, really
I was just like expecting PSG to score.
Yeah.
They score late. It's gonna go to extra time. Is so annoying.
You're like the worst fan of a team in the whole world. Like you're not willing to go to extra because you just don't want. You rather just get the game over with and lose than go to overtime and win.
Definitely.
Then you would have. You're the worst. I want more minutes to win. I want to win, damn it, no matter what.
I mean, like, it depends on the match, but like, I'm not really trying to sit through another 30 minutes, dog.
We know. We know.
Maybe if I was there and it was like going hard, like, yeah, because you can just like scream and act crazy more and try to get in a fight. But like,
you're gonna fight. There's nobody in this game. That's for damn sure. You by yourself.
So anyway, so 90th minute, Marquinhos scores a goal. It's a really nice left-footed, really nice left-footed cross into the box, falls for Neymar, who controls it beautifully. Then like, I want to say crosses it, but like hit hit Atalanta dude, and like, I mean, they like, I don't want to say they got lucky, but like kind of, because the cross got, huh?
Throw a leg up there. You never know what happens.
Yeah, but like, because the cross hit an Atalanta player, and then the shot, Marquinhos' shot, also hit an Atalanta player, and then went in. So it was like,
it was a pinball.
Yeah, so I mean, definitely like fortune favored them. But like,
Marquinhos was turned though. Woo!
Oh yeah,
he was livid.
But the best part of it, in my opinion, was Choupo-Moting's cross into the box on his off foot.
Well, look at that. You take out Icardi of the game. You put Choupo-Moting in. That man whose legs are shot than anybody's ever seen is just running around doing stuff. And guess what happens when you have somebody that at least does things? Things can happen.
Yeah,
no way. I'd rather them. They should have started the rest of the season with Choupo up top instead of Icardi. He probably still would have done better.
Definitely
ridiculous.
And then a few minutes later, 90th minute plus 3, 90 minute plus 3, Choupo-Moting scores a nice little tap in Mbappe cross. Okay, so then it's 2-1. After that, I don't know if you stopped, but in like the 90th plus like 6. Did you see Muriel had the ball by himself in the other?
I did see that. And he like fumbled over himself. I'm like, what are you doing?
The ball went out of bounds. I was like,
funny. When he got the ball, I was like, Dan's about to go to extra time. Dan's about to be so mad.
Literally, I was like,
no.
This dude, investigate. The ball went out of bounds.
Okay, what's a bigger investigate? Neymar first shot or this one?
Oh, Muriel, for sure.
Yeah, Muriel was definitely crazy. But honestly, I don't want to investigate because he did it twice. He did it twice in a row. He did it earlier, too. There was a situation where he was running. He kicked it too hard or something. He probably just nervous.
Two times?
That's a certified 6-man. You don't know what you're doing.
Investigate.
I'm not investigating him because, he comes from it's rough. But anyway, straight out of Colombia. But, yeah, like I was like, damn, he's wide open too. That was crazy. I thought he was just gonna go deep left and switch to his right and just at least do it. But he like kind of kept going. I was like, whoa, hey man, real estate. It's like what they say, like running backs. There's only so much real estate. You got to eventually start going forward. You can't keep backing up.
Caesar, exactly, dog.
Are you going east west? Or are you going north south? What you doing, homie?
I
Yeah,
couldn't believe it. I was like,
I
what?
was like, maybe he just doesn't have good footwork.
I mean, but damn, dog, come on now.
I know about those. Like, if only I wasn't 295 pounds, that could have been me.
I would at least have. I would have rather him get the ball stolen from him than like dribble it out of bounds. It was. I was like, yo, dog, like, damn, dog, like y'all still had a chance, dude.
Oh, you know what? This is random. I don't care. Would if there was a 4-4-2 and Zapata and Caicedo was on top, would that be the heaviest strikers in history?
Oh yeah, jeez.
That'd be a combined 500 easily. Combined 500.
Caicedo was a big guy.
That'd be a quarter ton right there easily.
Stupid. So yeah, PSG pulled it out late, 2-1. I do want to say this though. It was kind of crazy. Like maybe it's because you're not starting Mbappe. Like I'll give something to that. Like Neymar's like the only player really that's like.
And Di Maria was out too. I mean, he does do some creation up there. I mean,
yeah.
Sarabia was out there, but he was doing some goofy stuff too. I'm like, dog, you might be a fullback. I don't know what you're up to.
No, Sarabia
is that one play where he had like a nice on the corner. He like crossed it way back. I'm like, what are you doing, man? There's people in the middle. Like, the hell are you doing?
No, Sarabia is not really all that good. But
no, honestly, I was like, nah.
Yeah, so I'll leave some of it for like the not being able to select all their best players, but Atalanta really is not that good, dude. Like, just I mean, it's a Serie A team. It's like a very Serie A team. Like when I watched Sevilla versus Roma the other day, like Europa League, I was like, dog, like Roma just looks like a Serie A team, and Sevilla looks just like a Spanish team. Like,
yeah, and did you see that possession number all over them? Lord Jesus.
So like I'm like Atalanta is really just like a Serie A team. Like Papu Gomez is like really the only like somewhat dynamic player,
and
but he
took
can't.
Him out like mad early. It took him out like 52 minutes.
Yeah, and also he can't do that against PSG players.
No, he was doing it, but then he couldn't do it. I'm saying he normally does it, but he couldn't do it against y'all. He was getting shut down.
Yeah, he can't.
I was like, where is he?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of Atalanta playing. I almost want to say it was Lazio. I can't remember, but I saw Papu Gomez just like get the rock, like nutmeg somebody, and just like make a run and score a goal. Like,
he's like Neymar out there.
Yeah,
but it's really funny because you notice that like it's almost like they realized they had to go Serie A mode. Like they kind of tried doing that, and they like, we only got one goal out of it since 50 minutes in. We got to go Serie A mode. They took off Papu, and what they do, they went the most Serie A thing ever. They put in some big old CDM to get out there, and they were like, look, Zapata, sit up top. We're going to have 8 people behind you or whatever. What the hell, we're going to have 9 people behind you, and then we're just going to keep throwing it up top, and we're just going to keep making it difficult for anybody to get through. And literally, they just turned literally to Serie A ball.
But also, it's funny because I feel like Zapata didn't even have a shot.
I don't really remember, but you know what? Like I'm saying, like I don't want to use this as like the time to be like, oh, like Zapata's not because it was kind of weird. Like they took out their only other creator in the game, and it's not like Zapata's some solo creator. So he's up there by himself running around. They're literally their winger was like some big old 6'1" fullback. I'm like, they don't even have a real winger. They just have literally Zapata and a bunch of CDMs all over the damn field. And this is the highest scoring team in Serie A. So they were like, yo, we cannot keep up with this PSG. They're too fast.
Yeah.
Let's just play defensive. It looked like what they're doing. Like, we got the 1-0. Let's go Serie A ball back up.
Yeah, I'm not like saying it to criticize him, but like it's just crazy that I don't even think he ended up having a shot for real.
I mean, damn, who had that filthy shot? There was one save that Keylor Navas when I was like, whoo, that was nasty. It was like a low ball. He saved a nice one. It was like a header. It might have been Duvon's header. I don't remember.
No. It wasn't. It was that was early. That was
the guy with the long hair, Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, that might have been like Hate Boer or something like that. I forgot.
I hate Boers. Yeah, I hate Boers. He's the one. Yeah, he had a header. That was like, damn, that was almost 2-0. That was a clean save by Keylor. That's what Courtois can't do. He cannot get that low ever. Like that was
that was up in that one was up in the air. He had to jump and hit it with his left hand. That
Yeah, it was. But he was like side jumping. It was incredible. It was a
yeah,
sensational play.
yeah, that was a great save. But yeah, like Atalanta just like on that level, it's like no, like they're not really that level. I did expect PSG to
Shout
win.
out to them though. They did their thing. They
Oh
they, they
yeah.
put 1-0 on a team that it was like what 5, 6 in a row and like that's ridiculous.
Also, I guess they were missing Ilicic too, who I don't know.
Ilicic. I didn't see the homie Illa.
Yeah, he was the one that was scoring all the goals against Valencia too.
Yeah, Ilicic wasn't there. And also forgot to mention this. In halftime, they some they had two people in Italy, or where they had two reporters on scene. And they went to like a split screen where they had like the four in the booth and they had two people in the arena. I was like, oh, I guess we can have people in the arena now. They had like a girl and then they had this German guy. The German dude was saying that like Neymar was playing terrible in the first half. He literally was. He was saying, and that's what I said, woe to you. And like you didn't reply. I thought you were watching the halftime. I was like, he was like saying Neymar was playing terrible. He said Neymar wasn't creating anything. And then he was like, the real star of the first half was Keylor Navas. And then they went to the booth, and one of those English dudes, I forgot his name. He's the one that's always in the BT Sport battling the little debate desk thing they do. He's always battling in the little sport debate desk they do. He was over there like, he's like, are you crazy? He's like, literally, it was kind of awkward. He was like, are you crazy? He's like, yeah, he missed those shots, but you can't say he created the shots. Like, what are you talking about? Went off him for a minute. Then he stopped and was like, it was a weird exchange. But I was like, how are you going to have people on TV doing this? Like, this dude, everybody in the world just watched Neymar create. Yeah, he didn't finish, but he damn sure created. I don't know what he's talking about. Even Ronaldo can't create like that anymore. That's like the only dude in the world who does that. He's by himself now. Even Messi kind of backed off and just dribble mania. Neymar's really just taking one-on-one skill moves now. He does skill moves. Like he took the guy who just scored and just nutmegged the hell out of him, and then almost dropped a clean one in. You can't say he didn't create. It was really weird. I was like, why hasn't we made it up here? None of us say some stupid like that. We would have just been ripping on Icardi the first half. That's how I would have been. I would have been like, Jim, put him up on the screen. This dude, get him out of here. Garbage. They should have brought who was the guy that the player, was it Prato? One of them Italian players he grabbed the wife off of. Who was it? I forgot the player.
Maxi Lopez.
He should have switched places. They should have did direct change, sent him down to Brazil to go play, and send Maxi Lopez back over here at Atalanta. That's what he deserves. I mean, send Maxi Lopez to PSG. That's how wacky Cardi was playing. The hell?
Well, I was watching in Spanish. I didn't even get none of that. But
Spanish, they were probably saying like they definitely weren't saying that. But yeah, this dude Neymar.
No, I couldn't.
It was also really dope. I saw at the end of the game, Neymar won Player of the Match, and he gave it to Choupo-Moting. That was adorable. My cousin Chupo texted me, said that was great. That was really cute. Shout out to him.
Chupo speak good English. What's the name?
He played in like Southampton for like 9 years. He better please speak good English.
Well, I'm sure he learned in Germany, but
There too.
yeah, Neymar had an amazing match. Like I thought he played really well. He like gave it his all. We've seen him do that before. Sadly, it just hasn't really happened in Champions League like that. But like, I think like, PSG had injuries and he's really the only player. He put it on his shoulders and yeah, like honestly, like I mean, this is just me personally. I'm not tripping too much off players missing shots. Like,
no,
the first one was kind of.
It's hard to score in soccer. It's really tough.
Yeah, like the first one was kind of like damn, like it was more like funny than anything. But like,
yeah,
especially missing shots, they still won. And he contributed to those goals.
It's a one-on-one, but I still didn't think it was easy. Like,
no.
It looked like it was tough. It was like two people on his left. It's not like he had like I'm like, yeah, he may do a lot of chips or whatever, but I mean they're easy. Like this.
No.
Yeah, he missed it. Obviously, I thought he should. I didn't say he should have scored. I said he at least should have had the goalie save it. God damn it! Like at least boot it in the goalie's face.
I mean, that's what I say. Like it's more funny because like he definitely.
Like, whoa.
he definitely didn't have to make that like at all. Like in no way does he have to make that. No, and also like it was more funny because I didn't realize it just went out. Like
it just went like straight air ball. It was like if he did some really nice double dribble. crossover spin move, and then just went straight like boom. It's like, dang, you could hit the rim.
Yeah, like I've heard like commentators and stuff talk about like players missing shots, and I'm
Yeah,
just
like
like,
you need to score right there. I
yeah,
mean,
I'm like,
dog, like how
yeah,
many you score right there?
yeah, and
It's
I'm
hard.
like, I remember one time, this was years ago, but it was like PSG was playing Arsenal, and like Cavani's like literally jumped, he's like flying header, and his head just happened to hit the ball, but it like went over the net, and they're like, oh, he's got to score. I'm like, dude, like,
Don't you? If there's one thing you can't question, don't ever question if a header needs to go in. That's the hardest fucking way to score in the whole sport. Years they've been doing that. No one's gotten better and better at it. It's still hard as shit to
yeah.
score a header.
I was just like, damn, dog, like you're running full speed and you jump and you're trying to head it. Like you got to score that. Like you never have to score that.
Bam, I actually kind of want to say something about what I noticed in the game. I made it kind of like it's not obvious. Like I mean, there's plenty of examples of it, but like when Mbappe came in the game, for me, I was just like, I really feel like PSG got to change something. I feel like PSG, like I don't know how to say it, but like watching how Neymar played in the first half by himself over there, to me, I was like, it's kind of whack to have Mbappe because I just get this sense that like that left side that Neymar runs on, like all his plays came from what we talked about, the left side. That's where he loves. You can put him at cam, you can do it. He makes it crack off on the left side. That's where he's sensational at. At Barcelona, the treble team, left side mania. It sucks that like sometimes you like when Mbappe came in, Mbappe's on the left too. I'm like, it just looks kind of weird. Like Mbappe wants to be on the left too. So it's like part of me is just like, why don't you just kind of keep Neymar and just get a bunch because you're gonna get more money off Mbappe. Let Mbappe go, just get a bunch of money off of him, and you could plug somebody else in that's on the other side, or that's in the middle, and then you could put whoever on the right or something like maybe you get some sensational striker like a Benzema in the middle. Not saying him specifically, but a player like that in the middle because watching Neymar play in that first half, that was like the most I enjoyed watching Neymar play since like that World Cup qualifier run. Like that was so much fun because here he is doing this offense where it's predicated on him, but there's a lot of really good players around him. And when he's dialed in, it's really exciting to watch. Like I was like getting goosebumps. So this guy's like turning up. This is like the 10 for real. So then when like Mbappe comes to the game, and I mean we're the OG Monaco. We saw Mbappe at 16. We're in that 37 jersey, what the hell it was, that wild ass jersey. I love watching Mbappe play, but I don't really love it that much sometimes watching them. Like, yeah, they have those highlights and it's 5-2 and it's all over Instagram. But I think watching the full game sometimes you're like, it just looks weird. Like it looks like they have a battle with each other about when to go, when not to go. It's like they're like thinking about like you go, I stay, or I stay, you go. It's like that when I would just rather than both be free flowing players, just having that flank for themselves the whole time. That's what I'm saying. I just want them to both have that area for themselves because in places like Real Madrid, Ronaldo doesn't have anybody else there. He's kind of just always doing the same left side. And, like that's just my observation. I kind of would like to just see Neymar to be there by himself. Like I just want to see it. Like I like that.
Okay, I agreed up until you said the part where like there's like the thing about like who goes and who stays because I think that Neymar is 100% going to be behind Mbappe no matter what. Like Mbappe makes the runs and Neymar is like the distributor.
Yeah, I know that.
Although I do think that they both operate better, like more left of center. Like Neymar really is a cam. Like he's really a 10. So like I think he's very comfortable operating underneath. I mean, underneath Mbappe or whoever. And then like once the ball is advanced, then like they're all around the box. So like I think they can still do it, but like because Neymar has adjusted his game more to being just like a really like more of a center like attacking mid. Like but he's gonna be more comfortable like on the left.
On the left side of it.
But he's always going to be behind Mbappe. Like he doesn't necessarily like Mbappe will like kind of push the line from that wing position. And he did that today too. but like I
You,
think they can operate together just fine. Like, and I think they like to operate together fine. I think the only thing that could end up happening more is like the ego thing, like taking penalties and stuff like that.
this is the thing, though. Does operating fine mean you're getting the best out of both of
No,
them? I don't think so.
no. I mean, honestly, because we talked about this before,
Mhm.
like maybe like I don't know if it was last season or we talked about it a while ago, and I would agree with that, but I feel like
We talked about Mbappe. Like, yeah, he can do your center forward for you, but you're not getting like Super Saiyan Mbappe. You're getting Mbappe, who's a really good player, and like he's gonna make things happen because he has incredible speed and dribbling. But
well, I think what happened, I think it got better when Cavani is not there. Like, I think they operate better without Cavani because there's like it's like them two, and I
yeah,
think they have a good relationship. So
yeah,
like with,
I
with
think they do too. I don't think they have beef or anything.
when they were having, I mean, I'm in a good relationship like playing wise. When they
Yeah.
were doing like the 4-2-4, when it was like Neymar, Mbappe, Icardi, and Di Maria, it was working pretty well. Like it was working really well. Um, but like I feel what you're saying, but I think I mean, but like you haven't watched. I mean, I'm not saying it as like a diss, but like you haven't watched PSG as much as me. I've kind of seen the evolution. Like, okay, it used to be like, yeah, but like I think once that center forward that doesn't really need the balls there, I think that Neymar and Mbappe have like a great playing connection, and it doesn't really matter that like Mbappe can still kind of operate on that left side like he does.
Well, I'm sure like, and just a counterpoint, I guess, but like I'm sure you've seen evolution, but I mean like, does evolution really matter until it only matters right now? Like this is where it matters here. Like it's great that they could keep breaking goal records being on the same side and working like that, but you only know how good it's been as if they win. Like if they went to the Champions League, because it's like, oh, that's great, but you did it against Atalanta. Like, are you going to be able to like? Would it be this? Because I mean, they had a lot of space too. Like I thought they was playing some goofy ass stuff. They were pushing the line. They were kind of wilding out. And I mean, against Atletico Madrid, are you going to have this kind of room to be doing this against Man City? Or are you going to be able to take these risks, or are you able to afford these misses? I don't know. So I'm just saying like it's like the selfish side of me of like being a fan of both of those players wants them almost on different teams to just not because like that doesn't make PSG better per se, like it might or might not, but it just wouldn't be nice to see them have like their own areas and just like it's something about just the nostalgia of like me like enjoying that in through the course of this Messi and Ronaldo era of like these guys kind of being these figures on these teams. And like when you go to this team, you go, man, we're going against Ronaldo. Man, we're going to go against Messi. And here they are on this side of the field. And that's their area. That's kind of what I mean. It's
Yeah.
more of like that like bias in me.
Well, and I feel that, but I think with Neymar, like he's not limited in that way. Like
No,
Neymar is not really he's not playing on the left. I
very
mean,
adaptive, which is cool about him.
they showed him like on the position,
No, I know that. I was like
but,
watching where he was in the game a
but
lot.
like even from the very beginning, he's playing underneath
Yeah,
Sarabia and Icardi, like, and
yeah.
he's
They were
dropping.
saying Sarabi's on the whole side of the field the whole time.
Yeah, and he's dropping back and getting the ball, and like that's what he's gonna do. Like he's never gonna be playing like a forward like up there.
Yeah.
He's the one that's gonna get the ball
Yeah, he really gets deep too.
unless maybe Verratti's there. He doesn't have as much pressure to do that. Maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that he operates well with Mbappe, and like I think that they figured it out where like Mbappe is like so fast and just like there's a lot of trust when if you get that ball up, he can get there and you can give him like kind of any kind of pass and he can control it like he's fine and he can make something happen. Like either Neymar is going to make something happen going to him or Mbappe can make something happen getting to Neymar because they're both comfortable shooting the ball either foot obviously too. So like the formation really isn't a 4-3-3. It's really
No.
not even a 4-2-4. It's like a four. It's really like a 4-3-3 with Neymar like as an advanced midfielder.
Yeah.
Um,
He
and
really
and
is.
and
Like I saw a couple times where Sarabia went deep left. Neymar was just sitting under both of them, like under
yeah,
him and Cardi. Like I was like, oh, like it's what he's doing. It's almost kind of like what he does in Brazil. Like that's almost what he does in Brazil. Like he lets it sit really deep, and sometimes Coutinho or Willian would get really ahead of him, and he would sit behind him. And that's why Coutinho is always kind of weird because Coutinho doesn't like to be there. He likes to be where Neymar is. So that's where the weirdness of that team was.
Yeah, and I think what ends up happening is like Neymar will have the ball and either push up or like they're passing around the ball to push up. Once like the other midfielders are able to like once they have enough possession offensively to where like maybe like one more midfielder or like two more midfielders can be able to push up, then he has like the room to go everywhere, and also like Mbappe can go anywhere too, you know?
Yeah.
So like they really what I'm saying is like I never see them get in each other's way, like ever. Like I've literally like never seen them get in each other's way. Um and I credit Neymar for that actually. Because Neymar can do what Mbappe does, but Mbappe can't do what Neymar does. So that's me showing some
He
love.
wasn't as much certified ball losers today, so congratulations to him. He wasn't as bad today.
He lost the ball a few times, but it wasn't certified though.
Goddamn, he had like no choice. It was like he had the ball like 45 times. You got to lose it sometime.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it wasn't certified. He lost the ball a couple times. It wasn't certified though. But I did just give him mega props right now. I just gave him hell.
I don't really believe it, so I'll probably think about it later. I don't really believe you did that, but it's pretty cool.
Okay, well, first of all, you've literally sat on here and said he's dumb and he's.
That's because I care about him.
You're abusive, dog.
I call my son dumb, but it's because I love him.
Look at this, dog. I'm gonna record this. You know who I'm gonna send it to.
Hey, man.
Anyway, so yeah, PSG advances. I guess they'll be playing the winner of RB Leipzig and Atleti.
And I will say this: tomorrow's one game, also, right?
Yes, I think
I do like this format. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's.
I kind of hated the 4 or 2 in one game.
Yeah.
This one thing is, if we get rid of 2 legs and just do one, I'm having a blast with this. I don't care about go on, play here, play back. If they just do some neutrals, like go play in Yugoslavia, whatever the hell these places are, they go play in Japan. They do a tourney like this. It's kind of fun, just one day at a time. It's kind of cool. I like it. Because then they're done. They get to go back and I kind of like it.
Yeah, I definitely don't like 2 games in one day either. Hold on one second. I'm gonna turn on this light right here.
Why? Look,
it's kind of dark or no?
No, you look fine.
No, I'll just look better then. Okay, so let's preview tomorrow, Barcelona versus Bayern Munich. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. Like, I do not see Barcelona having any chance in this match. I hate to say that because I know like what could happen.
I'm mad you said that because you know what happens when you do that. And you're gonna say that, and you know what you're gonna say? You're gonna be like, they don't have nothing going on. This dude Suarez gonna be running like his legs are brand new. Messi gonna be doing all. That's what I hate. I don't like to say that because the universe likes to do this, just like the Mbappe thing. The universe said, "Really? Watch out, homie. Sprinkle some magic on his ankle, and he's good now."
I mean,
steroids.
Well, I don't think that. I mean, I haven't watched Bayern play for a while, but they got some amazing players. They play really fast. They play really good.
They're pretty filthy, man.
Yeah,
like when you look like, you're like, whoa, man, you got like a lot of ballers on this team. They're ridiculous. They so deep. Like they have all that, and like. Their back line, they have Kimmich and Alaba, and off the bench they have Alphonso Davies, and they have like 2 center backs, and they got Alaba playing center back too now. I'm like, they're kind of cool. Like, they're kind of a cool team.
Davies is starting usually too.
Yeah, what they do, I think what they like to do is they like to start Davies. He moves up a little bit, and they just go 3 in the back with Alaba, and then like Boateng or whoever's back there, and then they have Kimmich, who's a baller too. They have a good team.
Yeah.
I was watching the video of this dude, Sonia here's destroying everybody at practice. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous. He's already back and healthy. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, like the way that they're playing, I mean, like the way that Barcelona's playing, like you would almost pick any team to beat them. Like the way, and I'm just talking about the way Barcelona's playing, not Napoli, but any team that's like fast and runs and scores goals. Bayern put 4 on Chelsea.
Yeah, Bayern could very well win the Champions League. I could see that happening, like for sure. They're a stellar team. This is the year for them to do it. That like a Bayern Man City final would be like so much fun to watch. That'd be turned up. That'd be such good ball to watch. I will say this: I was creeping on David Silva's Instagram the other day for some Lord knows what reason. First of all, he's literally the cutest person in the whole world. He's so kind and adorable. But also, he was saying like he was like showing a picture of like him and David Villa back in the day playing at Valencia, saying like good luck to my best friend in his next life. Then he was showing another picture of Sane upon hearing he's leaving Man City. He was saying like he's one of the like the most talented players I've ever seen in my whole life, and like I wish him nothing but the best. And then Sonny was up, and then Sonny's over replying in Spanish in the comments too. It's like this. I love it. Give me more of this. That's all I gotta say. So that's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
I'll be 10% rooting for them because of that Spanish comment. I'm a 10% root for Bayern just for that.
Are you gonna root for Barca?
No, they don't really got enough Brazilians anymore. They reduced their Brazilian count. I'm kind of hurt now.
Yeah, honestly, like
especially right now, Junior Firpo is not Brazilian. I feel kind of betrayed. Like I feel like Barcelona lied to me. Like that hurt my feelings.
yeah, me and Caesar literally was in the car having a conversation about Junior Firpo not being Brazilian. Literally like 20 minutes about him not being a Brazilian.
And it was worth every minute because it was truly a betrayal of the century. It was like a Wentworth plot twist. That Firpo was not Brazilian. I'm like, I still want to check his parents' birth certificates. Like, are you sure? Like, one of you guys is not Brazilian. Like, someone here is not Brazilian.
Like y'all are both from the DR for real, the Diara.
Y'all straight out from the Diara.
But I like just on paper, I'm thinking Bayern has it like almost easily. Like Barcelona just plays really, really poorly right now. Like it's just really bad.
Here you go. I hear you go. Go ahead. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really care. Like whatever.
James Train is coming in. Go ahead.
Honestly, I don't really care. But like I don't really care who wins. But like from like a playing aspect, like Barcelona is really
on paper. Bayern should crush them because not only is Bayern starting 5 been playing really good, but like we said earlier, when it comes to the situation, we have 5 subs. Which was I almost forgot when Carolina almost got hurt. I was like, oh no, there's no more subs. And then I was like, oh wait, I got like 2 more. They're good. Which I love. I love the 5 sub things. I wish they could keep that. I love it. I think it's fun to like see more players come in the game. I really enjoy it. It's gonna be sad when they go back to 3, but I love it. When they do friendlies like in Japan and Brazil gets 4, I'm like, woohoo, 4 subs, let's go. But Bayern, when it comes to the situation where they got a sub, got a lot of good players off that bench. You know. Starting already, Goretzka's a baller. They got options to go to. They got weirdo no socks Mueller coming in the game. They have options that can go to. When you see Barcelona's options, it's like, all right, who you bringing in? The little dude again? All right, cool. All right, what's he gonna do? Run around? Like they literally have what that little dude will only dream of being, which is Thiago Alcantara. Like Thiago, like he's what that Puig wishes he was. Like that guy is sensational. And he's just another player on that team. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow, but I'm definitely thinking Bayern is going to destroy them. Also on Friday, on Friday, Man City versus Lyon playing. Are we giving Lyon a shot or what?
Wait a minute. Are you previewing tomorrow's game?
Yeah, tomorrow's Bayern versus Barca, and then Friday.
No, Bayern and Barca is on Friday. Tomorrow's Leipzig versus Madrid.
Oh, you're right. Oh, City Lyon is Friday.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. What in the hell?
Wait, City Lyon is Friday, right?
Yeah. No,
Saturday.
Saturday. Bayern Barca is Friday, and then tomorrow's Leipzig Madrid.
You know why I got mixed up? Because we already previewed Leipzig versus Atleti, so
yeah.
Down.
Juventus gonna have a hat trick game over. Okay, whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't even know who Leipzig has after the Timo Werner's gone. But
they have a Japanese player I forgot his name. Go ahead.
But we already talked about that match. But so anyway, let's just do City Lyon anyway. Are we giving Lyon a chance?
No. But it'd be cool if they did their thing. Here comes Lyon. Here comes betrayal of PSG Lyon fan. Bam. Go ahead, please. Also, Bam is biased because he did give Lyon star player a We Made It award for best rap album of the year for international artist. Or best album of the year for national artist, DePay. Just let you know he's biased, but go ahead.
First of all, it's a We Made It Music Award, and it was Best International Artist. You messed it all up.
Whatever.
When Lyon had City in the group stage of last, was it this season or last season? Um, Damn, was it this season? Champions League. Okay, either way, if actually, I'm pretty sure it was. I can't remember. I feel like it was last season. Um, Now I gotta look it up because now I'm confused. I hate COVID, dude, because now I like mess up my whole. I can't remember what season anything was. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up though. What was it? No, okay. It was last season. Lyon last season against City. Man City did not beat them. There was a draw, and Lyon beat them
When?
last season.
What season was that?
Last.
What are you talking
Pretty
about?
much the same teams.
Wait a minute. Hey, listen. Are you talking about 2018?
Caesar.
Are you
Pretty much,
talking about 2018? No, just answer me the question.
Caesar. Pretty
Are you,
much the same teams.
are you talking about 2018?
Pretty much the same teams.
Are you talking about 2018 now?
Pretty much the same teams.
I'm gonna just let you throw that point out the damn window because I don't give a damn about the year or what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I mean, they did send your boy Ronaldo ass packing though.
they did, and they did also send the Man City also sent Real Madrid packing. So that's the League of Winners. So Man City's definitely gonna crush Leon. It's really cute. Their run they've been on is dope. But it's GG's, homie. It was nice knowing you. I hope they wear those black jerseys. They look good leaving the field in that black jersey.
But Caesar, don't you think it means something that the last time they played each other 2 times, City did not beat them?
Did they tie?
There was a draw, and Lyon beat them.
That's not enough for me.
Can you imagine Lyon
This
beating
is not
Man
home
City?
away. Yeah, this is straight up thug life. One match, one shot you got. There's a chance of blow. There's no playing around.
Pep has been struggling in Champions League, dog.
He didn't because he just advanced. He didn't struggle in Champions League. He just advanced.
What do you mean?
What do you mean Pep has been struggling? He just advanced. He just won last game. He's here now. There's no struggling. He won and he's here now. There's no struggling. Where's the struggling at? They just beat Real Madrid, my team, and they advanced. There's no Pep has been struggling. He hasn't been struggling because they beat Real Madrid. There's no struggle.
Caesar, they lost at Tottenham last year.
God, you talking about 2018? I don't care about
that. That was 2019.
2014 results. They lost to Huzma Watson in 52. I don't care, man. Right now, it's not even a regular tournament. This is the COVID tournament. This is the MLS is back. Single game series elimination, which NBA should be. I want some single game eliminations. Ain't no aggregates or home and aways or 7-game series. Pep has never done this, and he won the last one. So here we are again.
Caesar, you're just trying to give Real Madrid credit. Real Madrid was not going to be.
The more Man City wins, the better Real Madrid looks. So
there we go.
Lost by 1-2 to the Champions League winners. I said it. I'm outed. Whatever. But also they're a good team. Like, damn it, I watched them. They're filthy. So I think they're going to win. Pep's a better coach than whoever the hell their coach. I don't even know the coaches. Who's their coach?
Who?
Who's the coach of Leon?
Rudy Garcia.
Who the hell is Rudy Garcia? He sounds like a guy from Long Beach. Rudy Garcia. Sorry, buddy. This ain't it for you, Chief.
Okay.
He beat the undefeated Zizou. It's over. Like, you can't do that.
Okay. Well, Caesar, I'm giving Lyon a chance.
Duh. Are we surprised? No, we're not. Of course you are.
You're cap. But anyway, also, okay, so yeah, that's semifinals we're expecting. I'm sorry, that's the rest of the quarterfinals. We're expecting Bayern and City to advance.
I want to say this too. If Lyon does win, that's regardless. Lyon is here. Shout out France being the feeder league, having 2 teams in quarterfinals. Shout out the feeder league, right? The feeders. I'm not counting a whole lot of EPL teams over there. Do you? 1. I'm only seeing 2 Spanish teams. That's the best league in the world. There's 2 French teams too, buddy. One, about to be 1 German team. So
Can you imagine? Can you imagine it was RB Leipzig versus Bayern final?
that'd be hurting my soul. I bet
I
that's
wouldn't
the
watch
worst
it.
final in history. I'm not watching that shit.
I wouldn't
I'm
watch
not
it.
even doing a recap.
No.
We'll be like, oh yeah, and then that it'll be like when Liverpool won, where it's like, oh yeah, so a week ago they got crowned champions, I guess. So that was dope. Even though no
It'll
one was there for it, that
it'll
was
be like the 2019 Copa America final. We didn't even recap it.
no. I mean, we were biased at that time, so
Well, it was just yeah, Brazil won, whatever.
they should have been one. Like
Okay. Also, Europa League semifinals coming up. Inter Milan is playing Shakhtar. Shakhtar got a chance. They got a decent team.
it's just
And
always liable to lose. So yeah, sure.
also Sevilla Man U. I'm
I
actually
hope Shakhtar loses because they got a traitor. They got a dude plays for Ukraine, Brazilian, and I hope they lose 15-0. Well, go ahead.
Sevilla Man U. It's a good match. I kind of want to watch that.
Yeah, I do want to watch that. Lucio Campos' last game was balling, so good, sensational player. I'll never forget them setups he was doing for Marseille when Balotelli was there. Sensational play. That was the only time I really watched Marseille, and I had a great time watching that team. That was fun. That was a fun team.
I was literally the first person ever talking about Lucas Ocampos. He's a baller. But yeah, I'm gonna try to catch that match because that one sounds like a lot of fun. Sevilla versus Man U, and yeah, it was a really nice header by Ocampos in the last match, and
Also, I love CBS All Access. No buffering, no issues. Love it. Go ahead though.
beautiful. I haven't checked it
And
out
also
yet.
sign us, please. Yeah.
Okay. Also, Portland Timbers beat Orlando in the MLS is back tournament. I don't know anything about that match, and I don't really know much about what was going on in this tournament. But I did see your boy Nani out there balling. He is tearing up MLS. He's like, this is so
He's so
easy.
Ronaldo-esque. It's hilarious. Like he like runs like him. He kicks both feet like him. He has like that attitude like him. Man, if anybody ever feels like doing some digging, go watch the old days of Man U with Nani and Ronaldo. They used to get off, dog. They were so good, and they were showing you that they were both 2 foot. They could play on each side of the field. Those guys are dope, man. Like Nani, especially. Nani's so filthy, and watching him play like he's like such a like a he was like such like a anytime he gets the ball, no matter how if someone throws it into him with hella people around him, he like brings it down all nice. Just a sensational complete player. Yeah, he's ridiculous. I mean, he was even kind of still doing that at Fenerbahce when he went there for Libby. No matter where he goes, he kind of still gets it cracking. And I remember what team was it on that like had a little run with him after he like left Lisbon, after he had like a little like Champions League run with a team. I forgot, and then he went to Turkey after that. But I was like, hey, he still kind of got it. I forgot what it was.
Valencia?
Yeah, it was Valencia. He was still kind of. He was not too bad either. Shout out Nani dog. He's a real one. They really be hating. If Nani was, he probably
Uh,
would have got more time somewhere.
Nani is really good. I mean, whatever. I don't know anything about what happened in the match. I just know
Oh,
Portland won. I don't know what happened, but
yeah.
I just the only thing I do know is that I seen Nani highlights and he was balling.
Yeah, he was. I watched 3 minutes. In the 3 minutes I watched on accident on ESPN Plus, he was balling.
Yeah. But shout out to Portland. I think it's their, I don't know who won last year, the MLS Cup.
Wait, this is a tournament though.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, they won something, but I mean, they
Um,
they they they,
they
they
still got that whack ass coach,
I don't know.
whatever, who wanted to get his hand shook. Porter.
They won the MLS. They won the MLS Cup like a few years ago too. Like they're doing good, huh? Oh, oh yeah, I do. Okay, let's get into some transfers and some ooh rumors. Transfers first. Your boys Danny Parejo and Francis Coquelin both signed to Villarreal from Valencia.
Shout out them, but I don't even care about that one. Go ahead.
I mean, although Danny
Only one
Parejo,
city to be around that matters to me.
yeah, although Danny Parejo was
The slowest 40 in La Liga history.
the captain for Valencia, and he would like take free kicks, scored a couple and penalties. I always felt like he was holding Valencia back because he's so slow.
So slow. He's the slowest man in the world. I'll never forget a few years ago, Real Madrid wanted to get Danny Parejo, and they were trying to make us pay $70 million for him. So here they are giving them to Villarreal for $14 or whatever, or $13 or free, or like a tostada with it. I don't know what they gave him for him. That's nice. Copeland's a really low key. He's pretty good, man. Copeland still get it cracking. I like
He's solid.
Copeland.
Yeah, he's solid.
Yeah.
Also, you were mentioning David Silva
Oh,
earlier. He did sign for the for Mussolini's favorite team, Lazio. He 3-year deal for Lazio for free.
I mean, he's 34. You want him for 3 years? Good heavens! But all right.
I think he's 35 actually too.
I
Yeah,
thought he was gonna go like, you know, somewhere else. I thought he was gonna go. I thought he was gonna go play in the Canary Islands. He's from the Canary Islands. I thought he was gonna go play over there somewhere.
yeah. I mean, I don't think they have a team in La Liga this year, but
Sure, whatever. Throw it down. Be a league owner too. A team owner. Damn, I'm kind of salty. You're being, offensive towards one of my favorite players right now. Coming up, my boy Kubito signed with Villarreal too. You don't even gonna mention him.
Caesar, we talked.
Villarreal signs you, even mention him. What are you gonna jump back and forth between teams?
Caesar, we talked about that already.
Well, I'm gonna say it again. Kubito, take Fusa, the take on the back. The Villarreal, let's go. I got money on 10 goals this year. Let's go.
Okay, well, that's definitely not going to happen.
Okay, he had 5 last year, but go ahead and go off though.
Okay. Yeah, David Silva to Lazio. It always makes me sad when anybody goes to Lazio. I'm just like, damn, dog, really? You remember the Anne Frank posters, though?
The only person that reads the Lazio thing, Rudiger goes, oh, really? Wow.
maybe.
You was on my WhatsApp group. I'm taking you out because you're probably going to go to that little Anne Frank shrine too, but you're not going to go to the South to hang out with me, are you? Nope.
Well, I think maybe David Silva wanted to keep the same colors.
The only reason to ever go to Lazio is if they still wear them old Eagle jerseys. That's about it. If you're not wearing that, then get the hell off that team. Even Felipe Anderson left. And Balde.
Jonathan David, you know him? Canadian dude? Signed for Lille.
Jonathan David, one of my one of my 2 year in a row low-key sleeper FIFA picks. Baller player on FIFA. Never seen him in real life play. Although, no, I did see him. I saw him one time in a Canada friendly, and it was kind of whatever. But, yeah, he's supposed to be a baller. Did you see his stats? Holy Jesus.
Yeah, balling in Belgium, playing for Ghent.
Hey, man, you want to relax on having like 49 goals and 28 assists? Holy crap, dude. 90 games? This is going off. Yeah, shout out to him. Leo, like I said, Leo also like just doing – I think they're doing the best. They're following like I tweeted, they kind of feel like they're following that Monaco system. Get these players at a certain value, high potential. Get the turnover ratio is going to be high when you sell them. Just keep building a club. That's how you start building your base. And shout out Leo. It's just fun. It's fun to see another French team kind of just making these moves. It makes it exciting to me watch they go.
Also, I put Tim Weah's out of here.
Tim Weah is so dunzo. What happened to him? Jonathan David's going to go in that field, and they're going to go, wow, he's so much better than Tim Weah. You know what's really corny? Shout out U.S. media for always telling us he's born in Brooklyn. Like I give a damn if he's born in Brooklyn. He plays for Canada. It doesn't even affect anything. Like, oh, Brooklyn born, Jonathan David, Brooklyn born. Stop saying that because it doesn't matter. He plays for Canada. The Canada started capping him when he was able to breathe. It's too late. Like he plays for Canada.
Yeah, many times.
Canada was just like, I don't care if Davies plays fullback or whatever. We're gonna put him and Jonathan David up top and just have a bunch of people in the back.
I mean, honestly, Tim Weah should just play right back. You're one of your favorite players, the 32 years.
Why didn't Tim Weah go and must be a star? He should be like, I'm gonna be the first young player in America just to come back, and that's what I would do. Go sign to New York or something, pretend to be like the flag bearer for MLS.
He won't be a star in MLS either.
I'm saying the attempt,
Yeah, he's not really that good. I mean, he'd be a good right back though.
Well, I just know that he's not that good because I watched him in that Copa 90 video with Aaron Never Reply West. And they were having a target competition, which I'm not ever trying to base this on talent because I'm like, you're just supposed to make that. You're a pro. Like all these things pros just did. He was so bad. It was crazy. I'm like, damn, dog. Like, are you actually good for real? Like, do you know how to shoot a ball? Dog, he was soaring it. Even Aaron West is doing better than him. Like, what the hell? Like, pros are, like, not fun to watch because they're too good at stuff like that. He was garbage. I got to find that video. I'm going to look for that video one day, see if I can link it up. It's embarrassing.
Uh, your boy, the 32-year-old young player Nico Gaitan,
Holy
tra-
crap, he's 32 still. He's been 32 for 6 years now.
transferred to Braga from Lille. Braga finished third in Portuguese league last season, so I think they might be in Europa League. Also, there's been also a three released. Also, Matuidi was released by Juve. Willian was released by Chelsea, and Jose Callejon was released by Napoli.
Yeah, and just never again drop a Braga transfer ever. I don't care if it's Zlatan. If he's going to Braga, you're off the headlines, bud. It's donezo. Braga is getting no time on We Made It. Braga got to earn that joint. That Braga? Braga was the name of somebody I liked. I forgot who.
Anyway,
But damn, Ben's not even going to say the team that Matuidi's going to play for? Jesus.
well, it's not confirmed. The Inter Miami thing's not confirmed yet.
No, why everybody's talking about it? I guess not.
I mean, it's not confirmed, but they're talking about it.
Yeah, hopefully striker.
Huh?
Hopefully striker.
I feel bad for him going to Inter Miami, dog. It sucks, dude.
I would have picked him up. If I were Real Madrid, I would have picked him up. He's a baller.
Seriously. It can be.
He might just be trying to get some paper.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is out here.
Seriously, he gonna come. He gonna land. He gonna land in Florida and get COVID. Okay, so a few rumors before we wrap up.
I mean, he definitely just left Italy, but all right.
Italy's fine.
He couldn't pick any place with no COVID. He had to go from where it was COVID mania dies out to go to Florida where it's still COVID mania. Like, it's ridiculous. I said it died out. It died out.
No, I'm saying Italy is cracking right now. They got everything's wide open.
Yeah, except for the stadium. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's too much. Well, that's because they're trying to prevent. They might be trying to prevent racism.
It was like, thank God we're broke having people in here anyways. We always want to have empty arenas.
Seriously. Some quick rumors. Ismail Assar to Liverpool.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. Hardy's gonna talk about that now. Oh God. Hardy swears like he's been watching Ismail Assar for 14 years or something like that. And now he's gonna come out here. I remember when I first watched Ismail Assar, he was playing in AFCON and they had an injury at fullback and they put him in and I was like, this guy's really fast and pretty good. I didn't know he was doing kind of whatever at Watford, and then all right, well, that's at Liverpool. He's gonna be so annoying.
That's just a rumor, though. It's just a rumor.
Okay. Oh, before you go on, real quick, I just want to say, I thought it was hilarious. I was like thinking the other day, I'm like, hey, like, look, Serie A played a whole season with no fans. There's not one monkey chant. It was great. It was all the monkey chants magically stopped, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was all good on the field again. It wasn't the players, clearly.
I was saying that I wonder if they're going to start back up again when they let fans in there.
Yeah, ramp up the racism. They're like, we've been in the crib just waiting to come out there and start doing some guerrilla chants.
Maybe they'll do it to this player, rumored to Juve, Alexander Lacazette.
Yo, is that real?
It's a rumor. It's a rumor.
Holy crap. Juve's going to be so good if they get him. That'd be stupid. If they get him and Barcelona doesn't, Barcelona's stupid and just failed again.
And poor.
Like, dog. Ronaldo's going to be like, thank God Lacazette comes on that field and does some incredible work. I hope they put Lacazette by himself up there. Oh, man. I hope you also don't mention the Dybala rumor. I'm going to be sad, but go ahead.
I don't have one.
There's a Dybala to Real Madrid rumor. I pray to God.
Oh, yeah, I saw that before. I didn't really believe it.
No.
Yeah, I didn't believe it.
He's a winner because of his name, not because he did things.
Yeah, I honestly thought that I was like, why would you get rid of Hamas and get Dybala? Like, I thought that was cap.
He's just going to do the same thing all over again. He's going to be all sat on the bench. It's going to be depressing.
Yeah, I honestly, I saw that, like, ramped up for, like, a couple of days, and I was just like, that just seems so fake to me.
Yeah. But damn, like I said, Juve's a dope rumor. Hope that happens. That'd be fun.
Yeah, and also former beater and former person that said that there's no racism in Russia, a player that you never think about, but you definitely know who he is, who I had no idea was 28. I thought this dude was like 22. Quincy Promise to Arsenal.
I mean, I know him because he has neck tats, but I don't ever watch him or care about him. To Arsenal?
Yeah.
This guy's on floating mania. He went to Ajax for many years. Don't know really what he did. He was in Russia. Don't know really what he did. Then went to Sevilla. Don't know what he really did. He's pretty cool though. He's all right.
He's a decent player, but I was
He's
like
a decent
20.
player. He don't really put them no stats for you or nothing, but he goes out there and runs around.
I was
Net
like
points on galore though.
I was like 28. I was like, why did I think he was like a young dude?
I didn't think he was young because I remember he was young at Ajax. I'm like, damn, we're like 14 since then, so I guess he's not young anymore.
Yeah, but he definitely got caught beating. He was beating his wife up in public in Ibiza, and also they said that he. I guess he said like, "Oh, there's no racism in Russia." Like I never heard any racism or anything like
He
that.
owes somebody some money, but go ahead.
Yeah,
He got family still stuck there. That's why he's saying that. Nice, good
yeah.
job, buddy.
I was just shocked that he was 28. I was like, I don't know why I thought he was young. I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing with
The
somebody.
biggest dupe of all time is Gaitan being 44, still playing, and we thought he was 22.
But yeah. Anyway, that's all the rumors I got. We made a podcast episode 165. Oh wait, so RB Leipzig's playing tomorrow.
RB Leipzig is playing Atletico Madrid tomorrow.
Best
Bayern Barcelona Friday. Man
best
City Saturday.
best recaps in the world too tomorrow.
Maybe.
Okay, if you're not available, I will do it. But yeah, episode 165. We made a podcast. Make sure you holler. Make sure you go. Well, I was gonna say follow you on Twitch, but you don't
If
really
this is
do
what
that.
it takes to get signed to CBS, let's do it.
Yeah, so Caesar get some more anime shirts.
Not this one.
Jeez, this dude is definitely married. Um, episode 165. We made it podcast. Holler.